Sonia.
I have a I have a question
Sure.
though. How did you get started doing what you do?
Great question. Well, I was actually in law school, true confession, and I didn't like it. So in the first year, I thought, what can I do that's more interesting? And I found myself in the entertainment business, specifically music, the music business, which is actually where I started my career in publicity. And so I dropped out of law school. And with that, I became really a publicity expert. And then from there, started my own PR agency, which I've owned a PR agency. And then, my fees were $5,000 a month, 20 years ago. And I was looking at how can I serve multiple entrepreneurs and people in business, which is always where my heart's been, in a way that's far more affordable. So I got, I'll call it tapped on the shoulder to write Guerrilla Publicity. And with that, once Guerrilla Publicity came out, honestly, the whole media explosion occurred. And then I developed the Media Mastery Intensive, which is what I offered you as a really great way to serve people simply, affordably, and ongoingly.
Thank you. That's
It's
awesome.
it's always so interesting to see how somebody becomes who they are.
Yeah, and mine was a little bit by accident. I don't think that's unusual. We all have our ways of finding our path, but certainly this path was the right one for me of doing promotion and publicity. It's my natural talent. I understand it. I kind of have I call it a God's gift of getting people's story and translating them so that your story is said yes to by the media, right? And finding the right story. And I think that that's really important.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Jill, because that's kind of how this whole group came about. I was really disappointed in other veterans business groups that I had seen. And I went to Rob Raymond and said, Rob, we have so many outstanding resources of all the different tools somebody needs to succeed. How do we help veterans? And quite honestly, we added law enforcement and first responders because I watched so many Frank Siller Tunnel to Tower commercials, and he's chosen that group. And I think it's very important that we recognize those that have served for all of us.
Yes.
And making it available to them to feel comfortable coming in and talking to people. And that's why we're trying to do these masterminds so people get to know our professional educators like yourself, so they have that comfort level. They don't worry about picking up the phone or sending an email.
Yes, exactly. And I love that you have this opportunity to come together and support each other, right? And do it in a way that's simple and easy. And what I know about vets, and honestly, working with many, frankly, and first responders and police officers and all kinds. I have a former DEA agent. I mean, I have all kinds of interesting people. And then finding your story, within your service, within what you do as part of your story. What I think that's supporting you, all of you, each one of you, in finding the right story that's going to get a yes from the media. Because let me just tell you, as soon as you hit the media, in small ways and in big ways, it multiplies your effect. It's a multiplier. And it enables you to reach people quickly that perhaps there was no way you could reach before, opens up new audiences, and gets people to say yes to you, to whatever your offer is. So I think that that's important to understand.
Well, I totally agree. I look forward to working with you further.
Thank you.
Let's see if there's any other questions, and we'll let you go.